"He will be a great asset to the county," her father had said when they first heard of his arrival. After the colonel had called on him, as was correct, he came back full of enthusiasm for their new neighbour. "He is not only rich, but the house is even better and bigger than I expected it to be," he told her. "Also, as it has not been lived in for many years, Lord Hillborough intends to do it up completely in the very latest fashion. He is even thinking of adding a racecourse to his estate." "It most certainly sounds extremely grand," Alvina replied. "But surely Lord Hillborough will find it lonely, living in that big house all by himself, even though it will certainly be more attractive when it is renovated." Her father had not answered. When she looked at him, she thought that he had an expression in his eyes that meant that he was thinking of something very significant, but he was not intending to say it aloud. Then, yesterday, just before he had left to see Lord Hillborough, he had said, "If I bring his lordship back with me, you will be more polite and more encouraging than you were the last time he called. In fact, I thought you were almost rude to him." Alvina had looked at her father in some surprise. "I was most certainly not rude to him," she retorted, "but I think him to be rather a bore. When he was talking about his horses, he was boasting in a way which seemed to imply that you and I had never had fine horses, and were ignorant of what we should best ride." There had been a poignant silence for a moment. Then the colonel had responded, "I cannot imagine why you should be so critical. After all, he is new to our county, new to us, and we are very lucky to have anyone so rich and of such standing next door." He had paused rather irritably before adding, "What you have to do, Alvina, is to make yourself more agreeable than you were before." Her father had spoken so violently to her that she had looked up at him in surprise. Then a sudden idea had come into her mind, which made her, after a moment, say in a small, hesitating voice, "Why are you so interested in his lordship? After all, he surely means nothing to us." Again there was silence before her father had said, "I have always been a good father to you. When I see you looking so pretty and dressing in exactly the way your mother would have wished you to do, I am naturally thinking of your future, and who you should marry." Alvina had drawn in her breath. At the same time, she had felt as if she had suddenly been hit with a sharp stone. She knew, without her father saying anything more, exactly what he intended to do. He had said, when she first left school and became a debutante, "I am very proud of my pretty daughter. I know that you will make an excellent and important marriage." Alvina had laughed at the time. "You are going too fast, Papa. I have only just left school, and I have no intention of marrying anyone until I am very much older and know a great deal more about the outside world than I do at present." Her father had not answered, but she had always known at the back of his mind that there had been the idea that she should marry someone of high standing socially. In fact, she must bring into the family the title that he had always wanted for himself. When her father had left the room, her mother had said, "He is disappointed that he was not given a large command in the army, and of course the title that usually goes with it." Alvina, who had been young at the time, replied, "But surely, Mamma, my papa has not done anything very brave nor outstanding. Those are the things that the Queen gives a man a title for, not just because he has done his duty." There was silence for a moment. Then her mother had said, "Your father did his best for the regiment, but he is an ambitious man, and I would have loved him to have been able to have what he wanted." Alvina had bent forward and kissed her mother. "He has you, Mamma, and no man could be luckier than that." Her mother had smiled. "Thank you, darling. At the same time, I want your father to have everything he wants, just as I hope, when you are a little older, that you will have what you want." Alvina had always been touched by the way that her mother had arranged her first ball.